Hey Mount Hood Territory, it is a bright sunny summer afternoon here on Wednesday, and we are live at the newest winery in Mount Hood Territory. We're in West Linn at Tumwater Vineyard. And I'm joined by Gordon here. He is the, I love the title he gives himself, the Accidental Vineyard.
Yes.
And it's a great title. You know, for an accident, this is the best darn accident I have ever seen. This tasting room is beautiful. The wines, I'm hearing amazing things about. They're award-winning. We'll be talking about that. This is the best accident I've ever seen.
Well, that's good, because you know what happens when life gives you lemons, right? You make lemonade.
Life gave him grapes, you made wine.
There we go.
That is like the best analogy ever. You know, we should just end it right there. We're good. See you next time, folks. No, seriously, this has been an amazing development that you've created here, which is actually kind of funny I use that word, because that's how this was all originally supposed to start, and then life changed, and you made this beautiful vineyard.
Absolutely. You know, the history of the site was that it was originally slated to be a 41 lot subdivision of rural residential homes, and that was approved under Measure 37, and then came Measure 49, and that changed us up to, you know, having 4 homes here. So then we thought, all right, we have 4 homes consolidated. What do we do with this other 45 acres we have? Well, we were growing fantastic poison oak.
Oh wow, that takes effort.
Amazing bloom of Scots broom. It looked beautiful, and really great blackberries. We thought, you know, what can we do to make use of this and have really a nice environment for our residents of Tumwater Peaks Mountain. So we went ahead and started taking the trees out. So let's put in a vineyard. So we put in the vines. We planted in October of 2015. We planted Uber vines and Magnum vines. For those of your audience looking, those are 1.5 to 2-year-old vines that we planted instead of the standard 6-month-old. And therefore, we actually had some production out of this vineyard last year.
And that's impressive to get it that quick. You planted those, what, 2015?
October 2015.
And to get production in 2016, that's a hurry.
Right, because that was, you know, 2-year-old vines when they went in the ground, 3 years they produced some fruit. But this year we're expecting about 8,000 pounds of fruit.
And the wines that came before this production, you know, before the ones that came from this vineyard, it's not this vineyard, it's all very similar.
The wines that we have in the bottle and what we're serving now are from the same plants and clones that we have planted here. And we're very much a purist vineyard. So we have Chardonnay, and then we have 5 different types of Pinot Noir. So when you come here, you're not going to get the full flight of, you know, all the way from whites to deep bold reds. You're going to have a Chardonnay, a Pinot Rosé, and then we have 3 or 4 Pinots for you to go ahead and sample as you're here as well. So we're very much a purist.
I like the way that works. This Pinot Noir is actually my favorite, so I mean, I do well here in Oregon. And we'll talk more about the wines, but right now I want to kind of focus on this tasting room, because this is one of the most beautiful tasting rooms I've ever seen. This is an incredible design. It feels homey yet and welcoming, yet still luxurious. What was your inspiration behind creating this? And we're kind of going to walk around and have them show what we've got here, because folks, this is truly something special. What was your inspiration behind creating this space?
Well, the inspiration was an old barn.
Okay.
And if you look at it from the outside, it looks like an old barn. And we have, you know, all the open beams and the trusses that we have going on here. But really from the outside, it looks like it's been aged. It's an old barn that we had and created because we wanted to have a warm, inviting feel, but be able to have, you know, all the features and benefits of a building as far as energy efficiency and the ability to operate at a low cost, and just make it warm and inviting to our guests.
You know, warm and inviting. We don't need this beautiful fireplace right now. You know, record heat, that will live, but I mean, come winter time, I'm guessing this is going to be a really popular feature in the tasting room.
Oh yes, people really like to, you know, huddle around the fireplace, have a glass of wine, go ahead and enjoy what we call our living room here. So we have a living room environment next to the fireplace for people to sit, relax, and enjoy friends. We can also set various tables. We have a lot of business meetings in here, or just social gatherings. And you can even, you know, use one of our talk tables there and go ahead and draw all over the table and let your creative juices flow, as well as all this beautiful seating outside on the terrace and out by the lake.
Yeah, Mom, I mean, get these views out here, because this is one of the great things. You know, you have a lot of wineries that have these vineyard views, but just literally just right out the door is, you know, these 45 acres of vines. So, I mean, you can really sit and enjoy the wine right where it was grown. That's a really unique element. I think that's going to add a lot of fun and atmosphere to this.
It's one of the things about this vineyard is that, you know, you sit right down here in the cradle, and as you said, you're out here enjoying your wine with your friends, and you really feel like you're in the vineyard because you are in the cradle of the vineyard. And of course, we have a wonderful pond that we sit next to as well. And we have the seating here. We've got a couple of waterfalls for added ambiance. And
well, it's named Tumwater. You got to have the waterfall, you know.
Yeah,
for those who don't know, Tumwater is a Native American word for waterfall, so there's a relation there.
Yeah, and you know, you bring that point up about the Tumwater Falls, you know, which is Oregon City Falls.
Yep.
The Indians, that was their traditional fishing ground. So we have the Tumwater Falls themselves when we step back in. But the Tumwater Falls, and then this was known as the Tumwater Mountain.
Okay,
And
that I didn't know.
The reason being is that we had the Tumwater Trail, which was the Indian trading ground, that came right through here.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's how we got our original name, was because this was where the Indian tribes converged for their trading ground and their ceremonies.
Well, I mean, it's a beautiful space. How big is it here? I mean,
this space is about 3,200 square feet.
So you can fit a lot of people.
So we easily fit 85 inside.
Wow.
And then inside and outside, easy capacity is 135. You know, we're not the venue for big weddings. That's not our game. This is a Sunday afternoon. We're only open Sundays from noon to 5:30. I always say, you know, go to church, come here for communion. Jesus did turn, water into wine after all.
Water, yeah.
And, you know, you can just relax. And then also for small events and corporate events, this is just a warm, cozy gathering place. You know, we've got our 12-foot conference table in there that works very good for food service, but also works good for executive retreats.
And one of the really cool things about this is, you said, we're, you know, right just moments from West Linn, downtown West Linn, like what, 20 minutes if that from Portland?
Oh, yeah, we call it wine tasting right in your own backyard.
Exactly.
The traffic works well. We're right up here, directly across the street from the Oregon Golf Club on top of Pete's Mountain. Convenient to West Linn, Lake Oswego, Stafford, Wilsonville, and very close to Portland proper as well.
So, I mean, you feel like going out and doing some wine tasting on a Sunday afternoon. You don't have to drive all the way down to Central Oregon or anything like that. Just hop in the car and in like 20 minutes you're tasting some award-winning wines. And I say that with all, you know, legitimacy, because
absolutely,
they're winning awards this early on, which is really impressive.
Oh yeah, we have great wines, and people are very, you know, being an accidental vintner, of course, people, oh, you're kind of braggadocious and pretty proud of your wines. I said, yeah. They come taste them and they're like, you're not wrong. You know?
Well, you know, tell that story about those awards though, because this was really entertaining. We had a great time with this one. We're going to head back this way because, as you said, you know, you were new, and some people were like, you may not want to hold off on that award submission, but you guys ended up doing pretty darn well.
Yes, we did. And there are two different things we did. First of all, is because we just have our Pinots, we went ahead and submitted 3 of our Pinot Noirs for scoring by wine enthusiasts. And they came back 90, 91, and 92. It was perfect. I mean,
wow.
What a trifecta.
Those are good scores.
Yeah, we couldn't have had anything better than that. And then we also entered the Oregon Wine Press in May, had a competition for Pinot Noirs, and our Prince Hill won Cellar Select designation.
Now, the Prince Hill, this is something for people who are really into wine, they may know that name. That's something that's not very easy to find.
Right. The Prince Hill wine is actually the wines that Dick Erath went in his worldwide search, and in 1981 he was able to smuggle some of the vines back from an outstanding vineyard in France. He brought them back, sent them down to UC Davis, they de-virused them and cloned them, and he planted his personal estate with these vines. And so that's the Prince Hill itself. It's not, and you know, he sold his Erath brand, but he always called this his garage wine. And I was able to talk him out of a few of his clones and his cuttings and some of his fruit. So we're really...
that's a bit of a coup. That's not even a bit, that's a huge coup.
That's a giant coup.
Yeah.
It's one that our winemaker couldn't even imagine that we pulled off. But you know, it's a very small production, and we have 200 out of 250 cases that come out of the vineyard.
Wow. Well, we're talking about the wines. I think it's time to taste them.
I think so.
I can't wait any longer. I'm definitely excited about this. Because you talked about it, and I'm hearing great things.
So let's walk over here and introduce you to Pascal.
Pascal's our expert.
Pascal's the expert, and she's the manager of our tasting room.
How's it going?
And you
So
know what?
we're going to start you guys up with a little bit of Chardonnay.
Okay.
And the Chardonnay is a 2016. It's a blend of different Willamette Valley vineyards, and it's a nice dry stainless steel Chardonnay.
And that's something that you guys pride yourself on, is anything that doesn't come from these vines, you still source from the Willamette Valley. You really keep it local and keep it authentic.
Yes, absolutely. Pascal, go ahead.
No?
So, the one thing you're going to find about this Chardonnay is it's very crisp.
Oh yeah, really bright.
Mm-hmm.
That's a perfect, you know, hot summer day, which we happen to be having.
Yep. hot summer day Chardonnay, and as Pascal was saying, this is our stainless steel Chardonnay, being that it's aged in stainless steel, doesn't go into the oak barrels. Now we have oak Chardonnay, which is going to be coming out in October, and it presently right now is aging in the oak.
But that steel that's what gives it its brightness, correct?
Oh yeah, it's very bright. There's no oaky flavor to this. It's very crisp. It's very clean.
Just more refreshing also.
Yeah.
So, and it just pairs with different foods also. And it's just really nice for summertime. Beautiful flower.
We sold out of this last year.
I can see why. That's fantastic.
Really fast. And the stainless steel Chardonnay, we've had a lot of our wine club members and other people visiting clamoring for more than the stainless steel Chardonnay.
So many people also say, oh, I'm not a fan of Chardonnay, but once I taste this, they're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Chardonnay is generally not my favorite, but I mean, I think you guys have a winner there. I definitely enjoy that.
Our next taste is our Rosé, 2016 also. And this is a blend of Chardonnay, Riesling, and Pinot Noir.
Ooh, that should be good.
It is, and it's very nice also because it's kind of unusual. A lot of people in the Willamette Valley make Pinots or Rosés that are made 100% from Pinot Noir, and this is a blend, which just gives it more depth, more flavors, more nose.
Wow. Yeah, that is fantastic.
Oh, people drink this like Kool-Aid. Here on hot summer day when they're sitting out by our pond.
Yeah.
And just pairs with a bunch of things also. You can chicken, pasta, fish.
I know, right now I'm thinking about what I want to do for dinner right now and have some of this with it, some nice light pasta. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, so it's a very refreshing as well, and it's really bright and sparkly, and it's very quenching thirst.
It's fun because you get that hit of Riesling on the nose too, but it's not sweet like Riesling tend to be, so it's nice and dry.
But it's light, it doesn't feel overbearing, and it actually just feels you just nice and light and refreshing.
Yeah.
Okay, now I want more.
Yeah.
That's a perfect wine in my
And
mind.
now I want more.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. And people buy it by the bottle and sit out on the terrace and enjoy.
Yeah.
So I'm eyeing the Pinot Noir. I am a huge fan of Pinot Noir. That is actually my favorite type.
So this Pinot Noir is really fun because it comes from the Eola Amity AVA, and it's sourced from a specific vineyard. And this is one of the wines that we submitted for scoring with the wine enthusiast, and this got a 92. So
that's pretty good.
It's really good for one of the first wines that we submit. We get a score like that. That's really nice. And this is a little bit lighter style Pinot. I call it a little bit more feminine. It's got a little bit more earth notes, a little bit more just dirt.
Taking on some warmth to it, I guess.
Yeah.
It's probably a good term. It doesn't hit you over the head with the fruitiness, but it's there.
No, and the tannins aren't aggressive, so it's really nice.
Very smooth.
Yeah. So a good wine to just enjoy by the glass, but you can pair it with foods also. So.
Well, speaking of pairing with foods, perfect segue. I mean, I just have to come out here all the time. These guys are doing my job for me. You have an event coming up where we're going to do some special wine and food pairing, and it sounds amazing, and it goes along with your philosophy of providing value. So I don't know who's going to talk about that. I'm looking at both, but...
Well, but I start out, and then Pascal can correct me where I'm wrong, but this coming Sunday from noon to 5:30, we have our grand reopening, because we were open during the Street of Dreams. Many of your viewers may have come through here during the Street of Dreams, but it was all about the home show at that point in time. But anyway, we have our grand reopening, and we have 5 different foods paired with 5 different wines. It's $30 for our wine club members, $35 for non-members. You can either go online and sign up at Eventbrite, go to Tumwater Vineyard Facebook page, and you can get there as well, or you can pay at the door. So you don't have to make reservations. We're prepared for the crowds. We think it's going to be great. You come in, you're going to go to one of each 5 different stations, get some wine, get some food, enjoy the music, have a little bit of a pop-up shop, some vendors, really making it a nice event to enjoy on Sunday.
And when is that?
This coming Sunday.
Oh, this coming Sunday. Okay, so it's coming up really quick.
Yeah, Sunday from noon to 5:30.
Noon to 5:30. So if you've got nothing going on Sunday, we've got something for you to do now. If you do have something going on Sunday, cancel those plans and bring those people you're going to do that with and come here instead.
Yeah, you get to hang out here, have wonderful food, beautiful wines, hang out with some local vendors.
Great entertainment.
Yeah, we have the Whiskey Darlings. They're playing from 1 to 4 p.m. And the vendors are local artists. And the lady that did the art here will be talking about how she did it, so you can meet and greet the artist as well.
So that's one of the things we do is we rotate and feature various local artists as well, keeping our local theme. And we rotate artists about 4 times a year. We allow them to bring in their art, hang it up, have events where you can meet the artist, talk to the artist, who they are, what they are. If you really like something see something that you like, you go ahead and take that home too.
That sounds like the perfect way to spend a Sunday. I think I know what I'm doing. So let's talk a little bit about how the wine flights work as well, because it's a little bit different again, and it again embraces that value that you like to put forth.
Yep. So we've been thinking about that quite a bit, and so we came up with the concept that what we do here different than most is that we go through a flight of 4, and we have rotating tastings because various of our wine on Sundays. But you get a flight of 4 plus a glass of your favorite for $15. And then we have little nosh plates, and we have just a great value. I think that everyone who comes in feels like they've been very rewarded and have a good value. It's, you know, we want to deliver bang for the buck because we are in the entertainment world, and great wines.
Fantastic wines. I couldn't say it any better than that. Let's give everybody one last reminder how to find you guys, where you're at located both in person and online.
Okay, online it's tumwatervineyard.com. And also you can just Google Tumwater Vineyard, it shows up here, but we're directly across the street from the Oregon Golf Club, which is a very well-known destination as well, right here on top of Pete's Mountain in West Linn.
And if you're a golfer, again, perfect thing. Have a round of golf and either celebrate a great round, or if you golf like me, have a glass of wine to forget how terrible you are.
I always get the highest score, I don't know.
That's me too, yeah. I broke 100 once and I felt bad, then I found out I was supposed to. So that's terrible. I'm not even allowed to stand in the shadow of good people. It's just that poor. They're afraid I'm gonna, you know, that's what my handicap is. It's just my lack of talent. But I mean, it's a fantastic place. You've done an amazing job here.
Well, thank you.
Cheers to you, Escola, because Tumwater Vineyard is an amazing place. Our newest winery here in Oregon's Mountain Hood territory. You definitely want to check it out. Hopefully you can come out this Sunday for the event. You've got $35 for non-wine club members. It's going to get you some amazing foods, paired with some fantastic award-winning wines, live music, events, local vendors, really embracing that local value. It is a fantastic spot to check out. If you can't make it this Sunday, you guys are open every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday, no appointment necessary. Just come on, show up. We're on Pete's Mountain in West Linn, just moments from downtown West Linn, just like 20 minutes from Portland. So wine tasting in your own backyard. Join us here at Tumwater Vineyard. You'll be glad you did. Check out their Facebook page. It's in our post. We'll have a few more pictures in the comments so you can see just how beautiful everything is here at Tumwater Vineyard, because this place is amazing. Hope you'll enjoy it as much as we did. And thanks for watching us Mountain Hood Territory Live. We'll see you next week, same time, same place, Wednesdays at noon. Thanks for joining us Mountain Hood Territory Live. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.